is a threat in the world today. A threat to our way of living, a threat to our society, and maybe even a threat to our very existence. And what is this threat?
Live from Stadium Tavern, it's Wednesday night.
That was pretty quick, bro.
That was.
I did.
I
You
didn't
hadn't
mean to
been-
hit the button right then, so it's like, well, we might as well just.
I mean, you had been. We had started at 7:30 talking for like ever.
Hey.
but
Productive.
hey, listen,
Productive.
listen. That's because we have started doing producing properly.
Is that what you call it?
No, we got
Okay.
lucky. But
Yeah, we did.
anyway, we want to say welcome back to Wednesday night live black and white sports from the Stadium Tavern.
Yes, sir.
802 Southwest Street, downtown
sir.
Indianapolis.
Yes, sir. He is the one.
I am.
I am the ass.
He is.
And we are black and white sports.
And it's beyond black and white.
There's more than just black and white at BW Sports One.
Right. And we always like to start off and talk about our comrades, our brothers at arms over at Checkers and Wreckers, Howdy and Tommy Boy, doing a fantabulous job giving you guys the news and the what's happenings in all of racing. Speaking of racing, I know we got some pretty big events coming up. Well, some pretty big events and the Brickyard.
What's that?
Right. So we have a race. It shouldn't be a race here. The Brickyard coming up.
Hold on,
they'll talk about.
They shouldn't be on that track. If they want to race a race here in Indy, they need to do IRP.
There you have it. And I'm sure our brothers over there will discuss that further.
Oh yeah, it's almost here.
Right. And then I saw, as I was scrolling channels, I saw that we have a motocross thing coming up. Coming up in Crawfordsville. What, at the end of the month?
Yeah.
So I'm sure they'll either one of them might venture out there or they'll give some type of coverage on it. So be on the lookout for some of those things in our local area that they'll be talking about. And I want to give a shout out to our supposed to be
1.5 fans that we have in town today. We have Heather and Brad in the house tonight with us. Our 1.5 fans. No, he's the one.
Yes,
she's the one fan.
She's not a fan of the one. She's a one
she's
fan.
The fan. It's Heather the fan. You come.
And then we have the Italian with the name Brad.
Dude, do you see his nose? Come on.
But he's still Brad.
This big toe.
That's
wow.
It's like a black.
I don't know if I want to. Right? Just stab it. I don't feel a thing.
It's like a black guy being named Ethan.
Wow. Really? Okay.
I'm sure there's one.
That's funny.
But anyway.
Hey, what did we do this past Saturday?
Yes. Before we get to that.
Okay,
don't forget to check out, if you are into the esports, the Ass and I are getting a little better at doing a little activity on our esports and whatnot page.
Yep.
The coordinator of that page is a little tied up with internship and getting ready to go back to college
for a
and
senior
moving
year,
his
right?
mom to Florida for a senior. Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
She's abandoning.
Okay. I didn't say that.
No. So, and we are getting better at doing different things with the esports page to keep you, if you are into the esporting world and things like that. So, and if you want to see what's all going on with our partners and our brothers in arms, you can just get us at BW Sports
One.
.com, and this is where you get all the happiness, everything that we do. And if you wanted, or if you interested in sponsoring or doing some advertisement with us on any of our social media platforms, you can just get us at info
There you go.
dot
B
W
W
sports
one at
.com.
gmail.com.
At
At
gmail.com.
gmail.com.
At gmail.com.
There you go.
So,
There you go.
Now, what you've all come
For the moment you've all been waiting for.
to hear us talk about or hear us act like we know what we're talking about when we talk about sports.
Something like that. Damn, them wings
So,
look good.
For the for just for future notice, we have 2 episodes left
In
of season 2.
Yep.
And those 2 episodes, if you are ready, we're going to do our breakdown of the conference and the divisions in those conferences.
Yep.
On the next 2 shows, I think we'll do the AFC.
Got to start with the AFC first because they're the defending champ. So we'll start with the AFC.
We'll start with the AFC, and we'll do the AFC next week. So we'll go through all the divisions in the AFC and our predictions and our highlights of players and things and teams like that to look for and not to look for the AFC next week. And then the following week, which will be the last show for the season finale, we'll do the NFC.
Yep.
And then
the future Super Bowl champs.
And then
again.
we'll take a week off.
Some hecklers.
Yeah, and then we'll take a week off, and then we'll come back with our college preview show.
Yes.
We'll come back for our college preview show, so that gets
that
you
might
ready.
Be on the deck.
Yeah, and that takes us right into football season.
That might be on the new Stevens deck.
Yeah, we'll go Stevens for that.
We'll go Stevens deck.
Yeah.
All right, there we go.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So cool. So that gives you a little rundown of what we got going on coming up. And if anything pops up that interests you or anything that you want us to talk about, just give us a holler and we'll go at it.
Yep.
So, like we were talking, there was a lot of sports things that went on last week.
A lot.
And before we get into our topic of today, which is top 5 NFL receivers, cornerbacks, and tight ends. So we'll go through that. And then from there, I should have had, we do have a defensive player, a cornerback. So,
defensive player last week too. Pass rusher.
Yep. And so and then the rest of them I don't really particularly care about.
No, I mean, if you want to talk about kickers and punters, we can. But
no, it's
Pat McAfee's not playing. So
Vinatieri.
Yeah, that's about it.
Vinatieri and everybody else.
I'll give the love to the Colts where they deserve it.
Right.
Kicking game.
So we'll get to that probably around the 8:00 hour.
Yep.
So for the next 23 minutes, I guess we'll discuss a couple of different topics going on. First off, we want to give a great thanks and a great shout out to all who participated and came out and hung out with us at the zoo Saturday for the first annual Black and White Sports One Dad Kids Extravaganza.
I mean, there's no other word we could have used but extravaganza, and especially the way you say it.
It's extravaganza. So we had a great time.
I seen Kobe.
Yes,
Kobe was there.
He
was
saw
the Black Mamba.
He saw the one black mamba in North America.
Yep.
I can't validate that statement, but we're gonna go with it.
Roll it.
We're gonna roll with it. So we had the Ass and his lovely daughter Jasmine was out. Vidal was doing yards, so he didn't make
making
it.
That money.
Tommy Boy was out with
his 3 kids.
His Aryan Nation Revolution.
Wow.
You're not going to like me when I say this, but it's all made in jokes and puns. Hitler will be proud. All his blonde and blue hair babies.
Folks, if you haven't noticed, he's whiter than I am. Just saying.
But anyway. So Tommy Boy was out with Charlie, who is an awesome dude. I like him.
He was tired.
Yeah. I showed up. I had my little walking afro. Elijah was out. Mackenzie was going to show, but she ended up playing in a tournament in Louisville. Yep. Julian was out doing whatever Julian does. Howdy didn't quite make it. He has some other things he was tied up with him
on the vehicle, so
he has some things going on. But John Wayne Buzzard and his
John Wayne
Buzzard
There you go.
Him and his lovely daughter was out. They hung out with us for a little bit.
Yep.
I can't
Brandon
remember the
Ferris.
other young
What do you
man.
mean
With
you can't
oh no, I will
remember?
get to him. I will get to him.
Oh.
The other fella with
Oh
his
gosh, I can't think of. It was Addison's friend from school, I believe,
yes,
and the babysitter.
right. They had
Bears fans.
yeah, they were in, and we had a pretty good time hanging out. And then we had a special guest that come
Yes,
and hang
we
out.
did.
Asher and his dad, Brandon, came to hang out. And if you follow us or anything attached to us, you know Asher is
He's a 6-year-old going on 25
he's a
as
6-year-old
an
young
interviewer.
man that has his own YouTube channel and Facebook page,
Mm-hmm.
and he talks 100% racing.
He's good too.
And this
He's
young
good.
man knows, I would say, 80% more about racing
The one.
than he knows 100% more about racing than I do. He said he knows about 80% more racing than 100% of the people who are in the stands watching those races.
Yeah.
This young man is a phenomenal mind. And beyond the fact that we were talking with his parents, I'm gonna pump him up a little bit because this is some pretty awesome stuff.
Mm-hmm.
This young man is on the Sheldon level of
He is.
intelligence.
He is.
You know, I think from what I was looking at, he's 6 years old, which will put him, depending on where your birthday is in the year, it's either in kindergarten or first grade.
Mm-hmm.
He is taking third and fourth. He is registered. I think he's a third grader with fourth
No,
and
he
fifth
just
grade
he
classes.
just finished third grade, so
Finished
he's
third
going
grade.
into fourth
So
and
he's
fifth
going
grade.
into the fourth and fifth grade classes, and he is also taking classes at a high school level. And he is
Mhm.
6 years old.
Yep.
You sit and talk. I sit here and hung out with this young man for a couple hours. I talked to him, you know, on different little groups. You forget that you're talking to a 6-year-old.
Quickly.
I know his dad had to rein him in a little bit because once he gets going, he's on the ball. But I'll pump him
Well,
up.
you know, he called me. He said I was Hyatt.
That was his one downside. You know, Sheldon had a downside too.
Bazinga.
Yeah. But I mean, I haven't met a whole lot of people with IQ level of that magnitude.
No, he's good.
Yeah.
I mean, you
So
hang out
if
with
you-
me, so you ain't getting to that level.
Yeah, you just knocked him down a little bit.
No,
He
I
said,
said you,
"Br-
you ain't
he said
getting to
first
that
grade."
level with me. Now hold on, you lied to us. Hold on now.
No, I was just looking on his page.
grade.
He said
I-
third.
Hi, Asher.
There he is.
So this will be the PG segment of the night
He's been on our show. We've
Yes, he
actually
has.
talked to him.
on the Indy 500
Yeah,
special.
we talked to him. He's a fabulous young man. So
He is.
he's got a pretty bright future ahead of him. So
He
I'm anxious
does.
to see. I like following him. I'm anxious to see how far he goes. So that was that. So again, thank you for coming out. We enjoyed it. We had a great time looking at all the animals and hanging out with each other. The kids started to get hangry at the end, but
yeah,
I
man.
think we did a pretty good job. So next year and different events coming up within this year, we'll make sure we'll let you know. We're gonna try to make this an every year thing. We're not just trying to do we're not trying to just do just one thing. We're trying to do more things where dads and kids, because the moms get all the credit. Let's dads steal some of that a little bit.
Yep.
And so now that takes us into some other news. So right now on the television that you cannot see that we are watching today, wow.
That was a heck of a time to start watching. I'm
Whew.
not too sure what they're doing.
I don't know. It's the slippery stairs.
Slippery stairs on the Espen Ocho.
So today is ESPN's
Espen.
ESPN. It is their day for their due. If you watch dodgeball back in the day,
You can
You
dodge
already
a
know-
wrench. You can dodge a ball.
you already know about the concept of ESPN the Ocho.
Espen.
So the last 3 years, this will be the third year, they have been doing it. Where they're changed ESPN2 into the Ocho, and they play all of these obscure sports. So I have been posting and watching this stuff all day,
all damn day.
and it's on in the bar, and there it's these Oriental. Nope, I can't say that.
I'm gonna tell you.
That is not proper anymore. There's these Asian ladies.
God, is that popular?
Yes, Asian is. I was corrected.
Yes,
The
Asian
wife
ladies
told me
are probably
I cannot say
popular.
Oriental. I
Okay.
could say Asian
Oh,
because it's all of them. The respectfully
what do you mean them?
them meaning meaning Japan, China,
Eh?
Thailand, Russia. Yes, if you didn't know, Russia is a part of Asia. But anyway, so there's these ladies going
Yeah.
up these slippery steps in bodysuits. So all you see from the camera angle is butt.
Oh, they got balls thrown at them too.
Oh, they're throwing balls at them. So they've been playing all these obscure sports all day. So I have watched the beard competition. I have watched
Chess
I've watched
boxing.
chess boxing.
Stupid.
I've watched
Stupid.
dodgeball juggling.
Stupid. Stupid. We're thinking about putting some time into cornhole.
I've watched lightsaber fighting.
Stupid.
I've seen all kind of crazy stuff, bro. Today, this
Is that even
amazing.
a real? Is it real sports or is it just?
But there are people there watching, and I'm all about this cornhole,
Hey, I'm down with the cornhole.
bro.
Make
Listen, what'd you?
100,000 a
Hey,
year
I
on
made
cornhole?
$400,000 last year. What'd you do?
I gotta
Hey,
get
I played
good.
cornhole all
I gotta
year.
get good though.
Yeah, because these dudes are awesome.
In the hole.
You know what I mean? We get excited when we throw a ringer. Well, that's horseshoes. When we throw,
Yeah.
when we get a hole in,
A
like
hole in.
every
It's a
four,
hole in, folks.
like every 4 rounds, we'll get a hole in. It was like, yeah, drink a beer, chug it, shotgun the beer.
See, that's what we're
These
missing.
doing
We
is doing
should
4 in the hole,
We
like 4,
should
5, 6 rolls
start
in a round.
chugging the beer before we throw the in the hole, or what did you say?
So basically,
in
what you're
hole.
saying
It's
is
the
our
in hole.
practice and our
Has to be
preparation
this.
is Coors Light and bean bags.
Yeah.
I'm down.
I mean, I'm down.
I'm down.
You know
Present
what?
this
We
guy.
might even have a first annual inaugural cornhole tournament for BW Sports One.
I'm down. We need 3. We need a sponsor for 3 boards. We get 3 boards, and we can have
Sets
a
of boards.
16
Sets of
3 right 3 sets of boards, and we can get 16 participants.
I'm down.
We can do a singles and a doubles.
I'm down. I'm down.
Let's go for it.
Let's do it.
So we have about a month and a
Yeah,
half
that's right.
left this summer. So we have a month and a half to organize a cornhole tournament.
We're putting our new PR.
We got a PR.
Yeah, he's right there.
Oh,
We're putting our new PR guy on that one.
so and then and obviously I don't know if you've been paying attention, but the Pan American Games have been playing also the last couple days. Been keeping up on that. This is not one of the games that the Americans really
Whoa.
do too well in.
See that?
No. We build and sell just saying. What are we building and saying?
Look above it. I know a guy who could make you a killer BW Sports One cornhole set.
Oh.
3 of them.
Dun,
Sponsor us. There you go.
dun.
Come on now, Brandon.
Work with me. This work with me. Or do I have to send some people to your house?
That shouldn't have been the black guy saying that. That should have
No.
been the Italian saying that.
There. Brad.
Forget about it. Look at the big brain on Brad.
So
I don't know.
so
I just wanted to say it.
so we had the Pan American Games.
Yes.
I've been watching a little bit of it.
Yes.
Americans didn't finish in the medals for basketball.
Yeah.
But this is not one of the games that the Americans really send a lot of their top athletes to.
Miles Turner is probably the best player on the team.
But they're not in the Pan American Games, bro.
What was he in?
That's in the basketball, the FIBA World Cup.
Oh, FIBA. Yeah, my bad. My bad.
And he's not the best
news.
player on that team.
Fake news, folks.
That
Fake
was
news.
so much fake news.
That was fake news. That's terrible.
Because I mean, most of those guys are collegiates.
That's terrible.
So, and they're not even the top collegiate. So, you know, I mean, if Luis Scola is playing for Argentina and he's like 71, there you go.
Wow.
But anyway, so that would take us into some pre-football. No, baseball.
There you go.
Baseball. The Reds are hot.
The Reds, 4 in a row, going into Wrigley for a
You're a Reds fan.
game. Yes.
For some reason, I figured you to be a Cubs fan.
Ooh. Ooh, I mean, we got to agree on something. We agree on Notre Dame football and Reds baseball. And I'm sitting next to a Michigan fan.
Go blue.
But anyway, the Reds are a little on the good side right now.
Does he know that his quarterback, his coach in college, was a Michigan man? So his talent comes from Michigan. You're welcome. Now, back to our regularly
Shut
scheduled
up, Damon.
back to our regularly scheduled non-Michigan programming.
Yes. The Reds going into Wrigley Field for a 4-game stretch against the Cubs. And we all know that the Reds have the Cubs number if it's not anybody else. So I'm going to call a 3-1 series or even a sweep.
Okay. And
Our half fan is clapping.
our friend DJ Devin
Oh,
Douglas.
man, you
I'm
guys
gonna
are
give him a shout out. I'm gonna give him a shout out.
Done.
Bro, yes, I know you're still riding the wave of your championship last year.
I like Boston.
But the Yankees damn near knocked your ass clean out of it.
I mean,
This was your opportunity.
done,
This
done,
was your
done,
opportunity
done.
to at least creep back in to put some pressure on the Yankees with all the injuries that they're going through, by the
Yes.
way, which is phenomenal.
Yes.
That they are, what, almost 8 games up, almost 10 games up with all hurt people.
Yes.
Great. Way to work your farm league. That's the only thing I can say. Way to work your. Well, none of the money people are playing. The only dude with the money is playing is
But you have money
Aaron
to
Judge.
farm that farm league to be like,
Yeah,
all right, come
okay,
on, play
yeah.
with us.
This is crazy. So, so Boston is almost damn near
You
dead in
gotta
the
say
doornail.
You gotta say
Boston.
Boston.
So, I did post something on what was going on with baseball right now. The pennant races are starting to get into where they're.
Let's call a spade a spade. The Dodgers are not losing a game.
We're not going to talk about the Dodgers.
I mean, the
Dodgers are here,
are on
and then we're talking about
fire.
everybody else. See,
everything.
this might be unprecedented at the fact that they have the clinch.
Oh, hello.
The clinch insignia next to their name this far into the. I mean, this early into the season.
I mean,
But I mean, they're
I don't ever
They're what?
remember.
16 games.
I don't ever remember. Honestly, I cannot remember a time in the season at this point in time where somebody was that far ahead. I mean, even you had Houston a couple years ago and last year, but you still had the Dodgers, you still had the Angels, you still had well, the Yankees were here and there, but you still had a couple years ago, you already said them. Damn it.
I mean, you had Boston last year.
Well, yeah, Boston.
Boston
Yeah,
last year was.
Tampa Bay's been kind of lingering around that.
But see, you got to throw Boston there because they've won 4 in the last 9
12,
years,
something like that.
something like that. And
Boston.
I mean, and if you really look at Boston, they're the exact same team as they were last year.
Here's what your recruiting comment would be if you're Boston. Hey, you could go play at New York in the fake Yankee Stadium, or you could play at the big green monster. I mean, for tradition, they haven't changed it. It's there. I'm gonna play for Boston because I despise the Yankees. I always have, always will.
Yeah, who's got more championships?
Oh God, come on! Should I call
I'm
you?
just
Should I
asking
call
the
you
question.
Howdy?
I'm
Should I
just
call you Chris?
asking. No, that's no. He likes to count championships of a league that does not exist.
All I'm gonna say is the Reds will make the playoffs.
That's like
next
saying,
year.
That's like saying the Pacers, even though they've won 3 times in the ABA, it does not really transfer over to the NBA. You're still 0 championships. I'm just saying. But anyway,
all right.
So
Laker fan talking, folks.
Yeah, there's some pretty decent races that are going to happen in the next couple weeks.
Yeah.
The NL Central, the AL Central are going to be pretty tight.
Braves are taking over, man.
Yeah, I mean the NL East. I mean the AL East. I think the Yankees.
Okay,
I think the AL East is pretty much locked up. with the way that they dominated over the Boston, I don't think there's enough time for them to make up those almost 10 games.
Nah.
With some of those players with the
He
Yankees
is
are
a
actually
hater,
starting to
Courtney.
come back.
See, your
No,
wife
she
calls
just
you a hater.
no, she just doesn't like the Yankees.
Okay. You must play for the Yankees.
So there's some excitement coming up in baseball, and this is right around the time that it does get interesting to watch.
yeah.
So I do like who's making this late charge for the
It's not Bruce Harper, is it?
no, it's definitely not Bruce Harper. But who's making this late charge for the wild card? The Mets.
Man,
the
they're
Mets
trying.
they're 2 games out right now.
They are really trying to make it.
I mean, 2 weeks ago they were talking about trading everybody and tanking.
We still have a whole nother month.
You do.
I mean, we still have another, actually,
awesome.
month and a half.
It's awesome. This should be great.
Yeah.
So
It's
that's
gonna be good.
baseball.
It's baseball. The Indians here in town, great facility. Couldn't tell you how they're doing.
Good grass.
Yes, they do.
Great grass director. So we got 4 minutes before we really get into the football talk. We'll do a brick commercial. Give
Well, real
Dan
quick,
the
I wanna-
opportunity to take a pee break.
No, I'm good right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna make them wait.
All right. All right.
Wait. We're almost in the football talk. I'll give him a little football talk.
I want to talk about what are you talking about?
Huh?
What do you want to talk about?
I was just going to talk about the Elimination Chamber match that I played on esports and whatnot the other night, man. That was a good matchup. I was the Undertaker, got beat. I don't know how the Undertaker gets beat, but he got beat by Flair.
Tell me about a match that you got beat in.
I'm just saying, it was fun.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sitting there like this, looking up on my TV. Okay, picture the house. Oh, you've only seen
Hey,
it
chill out, Charlotte Flair.
So I'm sitting there. Everybody's upstairs in bed. I got the whole living room to myself. I'm like, I'm gonna
he
throw
is
it
definitely
on.
playing for the other team. But go ahead.
Yeah, slightly. Anyway.
And he's the only guy.
So I'm sitting there, I'm playing. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna put a game. I'm gonna put a match on. And who could I think? I thought of like Ric Flair versus Undertaker versus Kane versus Shawn Michaels versus Bret Hart versus it wasn't Bret Hart. It was Triple H and The Rock. I mean, it was a heck of a match, dude.
And you got put out by Flair.
Yeah, no, I don't think I actually did get put out by Flair, but I got put out by somebody. I don't remember who it was. But I think Flair won it.
Wow.
Shawn Michaels put me out with the kick.
The super kick?
3 kicks in a row. Done.
You got 3. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The same one that put Marty Jannetty out of wrestling forever.
Forever.
And it wasn't even a real kick.
They're talking stuff over there.
Yeah.
I don't like their talk stuffing.
There must be.
all her.
She's probably a Godfather fan.
She's
riding the.
What the hell? We're talking about wrestling here.
Yeah.
Charlotte Flair over here,
Flair.
folks.
No, I think she's a Godfather fan. She's riding the.
I'm gonna guess that she would be. No, that's you because you're bald. I would go with besides Ric Flair. I'm not even gonna say Ric Flair.
She likes China.
Say
X-Pac. X-Pac.
Hold on.
I mean, Lord have mercy. Get to it.
Huh?
We got to talk about football.
Bret Hart, she's the hitman.
She likes the long, wet hair look.
Yeah.
She likes the long, wet hair look.
Okay.
And you got Brad.
Look at the big hair on Brad. Holy hell, put that thing back on.
Brad's going to Hair Club for Men tomorrow.
Sean said it right too.
Oh, here he comes.
Hold on, I ain't gotta take a pee break yet. Hold on. I'm almost there. You'll have your chance. I'm trying to get you to football. Did you see Sean?
Yes.
I see Sean.
Yes.
Sean, so
my brother.
I
could say it.
Sean,
I could say it out loud.
I will. He said, "The Godfather, step on the Ho train." And that was funny. And we are Black and White Sports, the one, the ass, 802 Southwest Street, Stadium Tavern in Indianapolis, folks. Live every Wednesday night, 7:30.
All right.
Dun, 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 dun.
Football talk. So
Ba,
free
bum,
free
ba,
football
bum.
talk. We obviously have to talk about the monkey in the room, which is
Zeke?
the same monkey that the Dallas Cowboys are feeling right now,
Mm.
Sean.
Zeke?
Zeke told the Cowboys through his agent the other
I'm
day
not playing.
that he is willing to sit out the entire year.
You see where Le'Veon Bell ended up? The Jets. Go for
sit
it,
out
Zeke.
for the entire year if he doesn't get a new contract. Sean, how do you feel?
Bye, Felicia. That's how I would feel.
And I saw somebody on the comments in one of the posts that I made say that he was coming to Indianapolis.
I don't remember who said that.
Fire him.
I seen that.
Revoke his Indianapolis
Oh
card.
my God. Would you want, okay, as a Colts fan, would you want Ezekiel Elliott in your backfield? No. Why? What? Yeah, they need a quarterback. Anyway, joking.
No, because I don't
Joking.
want that type of player that comes around. I don't want the
No.
aura that follows him
No.
in my program.
And that's why your Steelers got rid of two of them.
Yep.
Le'Veon Bell went. Antonio
You know what?
Brown went.
With Le'Veon Bell, I think he did his the right way because he
Sean
was on his.
Sean says, I think it's stupid, but he'll get his money.
I don't know. I don't know if Jerry Jones is the type that'll bend.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Because he tends to
Jerry
take care.
Jones bends all the time.
I mean, he tends to take care of his quarterbacks first, even though Ezekiel. But here's the thing: when you talk about the running backs, I'm looking at it kind of like ownership does at the running backs. One, there are a very expendable position in the league. I don't think you should ever draft a running back.
But they get
in
paid buku money.
Well,
when the line should be getting paid,
relatively
buku money.
speaking, they don't. That's why these guys are going for what they're going for. But if you look at it, the running back is the most expendable piece. I would never draft a running back in the first round because you can get a quality running back in the third, fourth, fifth round. And if you look at it, the running back's lifespan in the league is only about 4 to 5 years for quality running.
Yeah,
so let's go all the way back in the running back's history. Most likely, if you're a running back, you've been playing since Pop Warner.
Mm-hmm.
So you've been taking hits there. You go to middle school, you've been taking hits there.
Mm-hmm.
You go to high school, you've been taking hits there. You go to college, you've been taking hits there. You know what I mean? This is the position that touches the ball the most except for the quarterback.
So do you think that that's maybe why the less than high school level football is thinking about going away from tackle and more so to flag football to get the fundamentals of it?
I think that's some of it of protection, but I think more of it is safety. Let's teach them how to.
No, I'm agreeing
tackle
with you
and things like
I
that. Yeah, that's what I think that is for the
yeah,
younger.
I don't
group.
think that anybody under high school should.
You know what I mean? Because if you look at it, if you are that type of a running back, you know it early, and these coaches know early. So what they're going to do, they're going to feed you the ball. So you're taking pounding after pounding after pounding, especially in college. You're taking pounding after pounding, and then you come into the NFL. So your lifespan as a running back is already more than over. So you're only going to get about 4 to 5 good years. So if you draft them early, then you're obligated to have them for 5 years.
But you also have them under a rookie contract.
Yeah.
Okay. I would take a running back in a rookie contract more so than a Le'Veon Bell $14 million contract.
You take them after the first round, so you don't have to put them on that rookie year contract.
Okay, yes.
You take them after the first round, so you don't have to put them on that rookie year contract, and you don't have to have that 5th year option.
The first round picks for everybody should be an offense or defensive lineman.
Yeah,
I mean, depending on if you have no quarterback or none of those really key players, I can see that. But man, first round you get your big men.
Right. But then if you keep breaking down the running back, so your first contract is 4 years, 3 to 4 years.
3.
So you're getting pounded and you beat up for those 3 years.
Right.
So as an owner, I know that if I give him a long-term deal after that, I'm only going to get
2 or 3
another
years.
2-3 years.
I see.
But these running backs are wanting 5.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to give you that. So they're trying to hold out for that. You're not going to get that.
He's the
So-
lifeblood of the Cowboys.
So why wouldn't you? So
Oh,
why
no.
wouldn't you do exactly what the Steelers did? You use him for your time, you franchise him, and then you franchise him again.
Because
Why
on
not?
the third time you got to pay him or get
Right,
rid of
you
him.
got to
right?
pay him or get rid of him.
Yeah.
And what I don't understand about these athletes, you're getting more on these 1-year franchise tag than most running backs are getting their whole career.
Oh, and that's ridiculous.
So why wouldn't you take it? You're getting your money.
Because they're idiots.
Exactly.
I mean, I'll call a spade too. You're idiots if you don't take that.
And I agree with you, Sean. Without Ezekiel Elliott, okay, put it this way. Before we even get into the NFC talk, I'm going to go ahead and say what I think about the Cowboys on their record-wise. With Ezekiel Elliott, they are a 9-17. Without Ezekiel Elliott, they are a 5-win team.
Wah, wah, wah. And they still can't beat the Eagles this year.
Because I'm not impressed with what Dak Prescott can do behind center. Not a very accurate thrower.
No, he had
You
a
don't
good
really
he had
throw
a
the
good
deep
first
ball.
year. He had a good first year. Had a hell of a
Because no
sophomore
one knew
slump.
about you.
Had a hell. I know because he was
Mhm.
gotten in the 5th round.
Yep.
Okay, so nobody knew about you.
Your sophomore year
and you
didn't
did
adjust.
you did have a line. I mean, Dallas in his rookie season had a line from hell. I mean, I wouldn't want to be going up against them. Those were 6'4", 6'5", 350 across the whole line. It
Best
could
line
move,
in football.
It could move.
Remember
at
a running
4
back
or
named
5.
DeMarco Murray?
Yeah, shut up. I don't like to remember him.
But you see my point.
I about
You see my
dropped
point.
on him.
Best running back in
time
football
is
when
it?
he played.
Okay.
Did the Cowboys play
I
him?
got about
What
20
happened when he left?
I got about 20 more minutes before I can drop that bomb.
Yeah. So that's just. I mean, I'm just
Is
throwing that out
Asher
there
still
for
watching, Brandon?
I throw that out there for you, Cowboy fans. Sean, did you remember how they handled DeMarco Murray? That's exactly how they're going to handle Ezekiel Elliott, and they're going to try not to handle it the same way where they end up losing him. But
Huh.
I mean,
Look,
if you look at
the
it,
most overrated quarterback in the league, Jared Goff. Sorry, folks.
it does not say that.
No, I said that.
Cornhole,
said
cornhole.
that. Folks,
But
we're
anyway.
watching our future franchise sport here, cornhole.
Yes. So, but that's my take on it. Me personally, I think Jerry Jones is going to play the quarterback first. And he's going to try to play chicken with Ezekiel Elliott.
I don't know. He's so dumb. He's kept Jason Garrett for over 5 years overtime. So
And then that
What?
comes into play.
yes.
And that comes into play.
Oh yeah. Can't wait till I get.
Why
well,
is it?
No, keep him.
Okay.
Keep
Okay.
him.
No. Jason Garrett has naked pictures of Jerry Jones and some interns and a pound of cocaine.
From the whole train.
That's the only way that this man still has his job.
You think?
How can you not produce with that talent year after year after year and you still Marvin Lewis?
Okay,
Never
Brandon,
mind.
I was just making sure because I about dropped a nasty bomb out of my mouth, so I stopped myself because I knew
Yeah.
Asher was watching.
You gotta go to
I
school.
want to make sure. I know.
gotta go
No,
school.
Good job. Good job. Good
So-
parenting there, Brandon.
That takes us into our football talk for our discussions of today.
I'll tell you
which
what.
is
Why don't you bring this our half fan up here real quick?
half fan. Dan's got to
Half
go
fan.
pee. Dan's got to go pee. Half fan.
Oh no, it's like now. No, him. Well, you want to go? Oh, she goes. No. All right. So it is. It is. It
Uh-oh,
is. No,
here
hold
comes
on.
bearing
I'll wait.
gifts.
It is Dan's
Dan's
pee break. And I'll be back.
Wow. Wow. I don't know if I like that. Hey, we need to get a new sound box. We need a sound box. Hey, anybody out there who does sound box is I don't know what it's called. I'm new to the radio world. But we need a sound box so I can hit. If you got kids and you watch iCarly, the little button she had.
Yeah.
We need a sound box.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on? Brad the Italian.
Hey, Brad the Italian. Brad the Order. I'm bringing some gifts over here. They're getting
Bearing
ordered up
gifts.
right now. Yeah. How's everything going? How's it going?
Everything's going just fine. How about yourself?
I'm doing good.
That is awesome.
Appreciate you having me up here. This is nice.
He's got a rubber band.
Yeah.
Why do you have a rubber band?
Well, sometimes you can't put all the drinks in, the same slot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll work with that. So
let's get to it.
let's get to it.
Yeah.
So obviously you want to talk about the Colts.
Yeah. Well, Pacer Colts, whatever you want to do.
Well, we don't want to talk about the Pacers right now. I'm a little angry at them.
Why are you angry for?
That is a terrible draft pick.
Understood.
And you let Thaddeus Young leave.
Oh, I was ready for him to go.
I'm ready to set a coup. You know what?
You were ready to let Thaddeus go?
I want a coup. I would keep Thaddeus.
I mean, if you're looking for locker room leadership, then yeah. But as far as performance on the court, no.
Nice.
I mean, that's kind of the prerogative.
So you're not just an exorbitant fan; you're a knowledgeable fan.
Well, yeah. Thank you for the accolade.
No, okay. I tried. So, his calf. What's wrong with his calf?
It has nothing to do with me. I know that.
Oh no, we were talking about the Passas. Now we're going to talk about the Colts.
Nah.
So, have you snuck into Andrew Luck's downtown penthouse apartment and injected him with cortisone into his calf yet?
No, but if you give me the key code, I surely will be there.
Right. I know a guy that knows a guy who knows a guy that knows nothing.
I mean, I have cash on me.
So, as a long-term Colts fan,
yeah,
what are your predictions for the Colts this year?
I'm thinking, wow, that's a great question. Preliminary, I was thinking, wow, that's a difficult one.
All right, I'll make it easier for you. Over under 9 games.
No, over.
Over?
Yeah.
Over 9 games.
I think last year we got really ahead of ourselves. Obviously, with a buddy of mine, kind of guessed that we would go 12-4. And
wow.
Yeah, that was ahead. You start off 1-5, and you really go, what the hell is going on here? I believe that I believe
He's a believer.
I believe that the future's in front of us. I have no doubt that we get. I have no doubt that we get to 12-4 again. If Andrew's healthy, I feel like the way Balor's ran this program, and the way that we drafted, and the lines working out, I feel like we get 12-4 again.
I think is possible for the Colts to go a 12-4. The schedule is set up for that. They do have a high power offense that is surprising. Running game is a lot better along than most people thought that it would be. Sophomore year for Melvin Mack, I think that is his name.
Yes.
He should. Sophomore campaign. It should be a pretty big year for him. I actually had him in my top 5 running backs for this current year because of his all around backmanship. Backmanship. You like that?
Yeah.
New word.
Good.
Remember, new word, Dan. Backmanship.
Copyrighted here and there.
Backmanship. Speaking as a running back. I said he is very well-rounded in his backmanship.
And disappointment in agreement. Okay.
Meaning that he blocks, he hits the hole, he catches the ball, out the backfield very well. My prediction for him was to be probably at the top 2 or 3 in all-purpose yards for running backs for the season.
Well, let me ask you a question, and you ask me the question. So I gave you what would you expect them to do? What is your?
I got him right around 9-10 games. I got him over. I got him over 9 games. I got him over 9 games.
9
the
and
coach.
7?
Yeah, I got him over 9
9
games.
and 7.
No, I got him 10 and 6.
10 and 6. Okay.
Here, I'm gonna let you decide on this. What happens if our bet ties?
If you're bad,
we only let the fans interfere.
I have your tiebreaker. If you guys finish with exact records, the tiebreaker will be your conference record. Your division record.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Bullshit.
That's some real shit.
Bro, you should win your division. You got the weak ass Giants.
We just came good.
You got the who knows what the hell. You got who knows what the hell Cowboys.
All right. So all the listeners out there. So Dan,
Who else is in your
no,
shit?
so all the listeners out there. Dan texts me. He goes, "So what happens if the Eagles meet the Colts in the Super Bowl?" I go, "Well, obviously it's a rebet because I mean we had an initial bet. We had an initial bet of who had best record in the regular season,
Mm-hmm.
which obviously would prescribe a new bet for the postseason, right?
Right, correct.
Would you concur?
I would concur.
Would you
I would
concur?
concur.
So
The
he said,
regular season and the postseason are two different records.
I go, we could possibly, potentially, same words, you could have two bets in the postseason as far as, who's wild card, who's, whatever. But so I don't know if he's told you. So we've made a bet.
10 minutes later, folks.
Because you keep talking to him.
So we made a bet. Your perspective on this show, because it's your show. Do you think that
Oh,
Dan's
yeah.
going to win the bet, or I'm going to win the bet on regular season? Colts better record or Eagles better record?
I think the Colts will have a better record. I see the Colts at 10-6, and I see the Eagles at 9-7.
9-7.
But I
NFCs
think,
have won
but
off
I
9-7
think the
before.
Eagles. I think the Eagles will have a better division record than the Colts.
See, that's a whole different thing. That's a whole.
Doesn't
Different.
help if I still get one more win.
But you said if you all right, but you said if you tie, then we'll go down a division.
Yeah.
So I think you will have a better. I mean, no, I think you will have a better division record because you have the Giants, because you have the Colts, and because you have I mean, you have the Giants and the Redskins. I don't see anything coming out of your division but you.
No.
Now with them,
Which I
they got a beast down there in Jacksonville that they're going to have to tend with.
and Houston's quarterback is back.
Jacksonville.
We have a way
Because
tougher
you
division
have
than
you have a Super Bowl
Right.
winning quarterback. You have a Super Bowl winning
Amen.
quarterback now. You have Ramsey coming back 100% healthy.
This is true. This is
He
true.
is going to have an outstanding year.
Yes.
I'm telling you, now that was received. Hey, Jacksonville is somebody the coach need to worry about.
Okay,
It's not
let's-
Tennessee and it's
okay.
not the Texans.
Before Dan kicks me out of the seat here,
Yes.
let me sidetrack to a different.
Oh.
Is that what we're doing?
Oh, it's down here.
Thank you to the viewers. That was apple juice. Send that back.
Aren't these cute?
All right,
But anyway.
I want to bring up one more thing before I get out of here.
Uh-huh.
First of all, thanks for
Uh-huh.
having me on here. I really do appreciate
Uh-huh.
it, and I'm happy I came down and watched
Uh-huh.
Dan. You guys, anyways.
Uh-huh.
As I see, uh-huh.
I watched Wayne's World. I'm
So,
sorry.
yeah,
Y'all didn't
so
get
let
that.
me go and transfer the NBA. So you're a Lakers fan.
I am. And I was a Lakers fan. Listen,
Okay.
I do like my Pacer team.
Uh,
I do enjoy watching them and
you-
cheering for them.
Ooh,
But my team has always been the Lakers.
okay.
I was a Laker fan because my age group, I came in on the Showtime era.
When you say age group, what?
Well, I'm 40. I'm 44. I'll be 45 this year. So I came in
I
on
saw the cane over there. I just didn't know.
I have a walking stick. No, I came in on the Showtime era. So
Okay.
I've been a Laker fan for a while.
Okay.
And I've already had my lows. I was
Yeah.
a Laker fan when we had Eldon Campbell, Sedell 3,
Okay.
Knicks Van Exel,
Gotcha.
Cedric Sabalos. I was wow.
You
I
didn't
was a
even
Laker fan for Eddie Jones. I
There
was a
you
Laker
go.
fan for a minute.
Okay.
So I was there on the usher in of Kobe and the coming in of Shaq, the
Okay.
debacle of Gary Payton and Karl Malone
yeah.
and Steve Nash and
Right.
Dwight Howard, the rebuildings with Shaq, and then the rebuilding with Paul Gasol. So yeah, I'm a Laker fan.
I got to ask you, in 2000, when the Pacers took the Lakers to Game 7, were you a Laker fan or a Pacer fan?
The game what?
Game 7.
No,
2000.
it was not Game 7.
It was game 7.
It was not Game 7. The Pacers did not win 3 games.
We took them.
You
to Game
did not
7.
win 3 games. You won 1 game.
Who were you rooting for in the series? That's
I
what I'm
was not rooting for the Pacers.
saying. You heard it here, folks.
I'm not gonna lie. I was not rooting for the Pacers.
Okay. It's
And
on
when
record.
Kobe came here to play his last game,
Yeah.
his last game in Indy, I
Yeah.
was there.
Yeah.
I was courtside
Nice.
with my homie Gary. We was
Wearing a
there.
what?
Oh, I wasn't
Wearing
wearing
a
anything. I wasn't wearing anything.
What were
I
you
was
wearing?
neutral.
What
I
does
was
neutral
one.
even mean?
I was 100% neutral.
What does neutral
I
mean?
didn't have on a blue or purple, yellow, or
You
anything.
didn't. What, you wearing a white tee?
I think I had on a nice collared shirt.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I was with the upper class. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I
gotcha,
wasn't coming there
gotcha,
looking
yeah,
all
gotcha.
shabby. I was down there, where they bring you drinks.
Okay. So I lied to you.
So-
I lied to you. Saying that was the last question. So nowadays, though, no, Pacer stuff. By the way, I was going, but so nowadays, really from a sports perspective, LeBron going on over there. What do you really think, as far as from a management perspective, as far as bring people over here? How do you really think that's going to go on? I mean, obviously, none of us know.
Well, I think they have a 3-year window
Yeah.
to win a championship with LeBron
Yeah.
in LA, and then LeBron will be the first person to win. What is it? 4 titles in 3 different cities.
You think so?
I think in the next 3 years they have the very opportunity to do it. People are saying this year or bust
Yeah.
because of the 1-year deal with Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
I think Anthony Davis is appealed to the attraction of
Right.
LA. I think he will thrive in LA. I think he'll sign a long-term deal. I think LeBron's position with Anthony Davis is to teach him how to win. I know
you
a
really,
lot of people on LeBron, but LeBron wins.
man. Okay, let me pause you there though. Do you really? Okay, and I understand that. As far as LeBron teaching, do you really feel that he would? I mean, I know he's in twilight years here. Do you really feel he's in the teaching mode?
He's in the twilight years, but he's averaging 28 points a game.
But I know, but the teaching mode.
But LeBron is that magic type of player. He's always teaching.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
I
always
understand.
in teacher's mode. He was never, and this is the one thing I hate about the comparison that LeBron gets. And I'm not this huge LeBron fan. I do like what he does off the court. I like his talent on the court.
Yeah.
I was more of a Kobe Mike fan, or a Kobe Magic fan, which is odd because Magic is more of a facilitator and Kobe's more of a killer, and LeBron is more of a facilitator like Magic. That's his mentality.
Ooh.
His thing is I can get 40, 50 every night, but I also can get 30 and get him 20, him 15. You know what I mean? That's his idea. They were all on him because he wasn't taking and making last second shots. LeBron was about making the best play.
Yeah.
If the best play is for me to pass it to
Yeah.
Chris Childs in the corner,
Yeah.
then that's what he's going to do.
Yep.
So I don't like that comparison that he's got. So I do think that he is a teachable. He tried to do that with Kyrie, but Kyrie was not ready for it.
Well, he tried it on different teams. You know what I mean? He
No,
tried it
I
on
mean,
different
with the
teams.
leadership, he was trying to turn Cleveland's team to Kyrie's team.
Yeah.
He was ready for that, but Kyrie was not ready for that. And I don't know if Anthony Davis is ready for it, but we'll see.
Let me ask you this as a Laker. I gotta be honest with you. This first from a leadership perspective, because you definitely have everybody's going in the ball in that court. What did you think about Magic departing? I mean, that had to be unexpected.
He departed a role. He didn't depart from the franchise itself.
But did you think when he departed that?
I mean, it hurt.
LeBron thought like, okay, I didn't sign up for this.
I mean, I think LeBron knew what was going
really?
on because I think LeBron knew because LeBron doesn't go into anything not thought out. I think the one thing that he went into non thought out was his decision when he left Cleveland.
Okay.
And I don't think he'll ever make that mistake again. I think he went in knowing everything that's going on. I think he knows more of what's going on in LA than people or him or their people let on.
Right.
You know what I mean? It was more than
But
a
still,
business move for him to go there.
It could not be according to the plan, though. There still had to be some type of shock.
I mean, it probably had a shock to him, yeah.
Like, okay, how much weight am I holding now? Magic left. How much weight? Because I want to get rid of the
but
coach.
he's
I
the
wanna
best
bring
player
some-
in the world.
Right.
He holds all the weight.
Okay, so okay, all right. Well, here's a counterbalance. I mean, you know, so what does that mean about Magic leaving? He
I mean, I
must
don't
have-
think it means anything.
I mean, he must have been knocked down with something.
I mean, he felt, if you listen to what Magic was talking about, he felt that
Pressured.
he didn't have any backing, and
Yeah.
he didn't have, and for had he had any honesty and trust through certain people. And me being a Michigan fan and Rob Pelinka being a Michigan man, being part of that Fab Five, I know my shit. He being a part of that Fab Five, and then it being Magic. I mean, I was kind of,
Do you feel like
you
he
know,
was
with
like,
them two going at it, I mean, it kind of sucks. You know what I
do
mean?
you feel like he was like a more of a poster, like more of a
I think they were trying to put Magic as a face poster. Yeah. I don't think they was really allowing him to
thought
do
that. Yeah.
deals. And I think Magic being the personality that he is, I think he was kind of pissed off about it. And
Yeah.
you know, he doesn't do anything that's not, you know, up here. So he announced it at the time that he did where nobody was
I
expecting it,
respect
and
him.
it
For,
threw him off.
I really respect him for cutting out the way he did. I really do. I mean, obviously he felt uncomfortable for what he signed up for.
But it's not like they're going to take his statue down.
No,
Whatever.
He's fine. He's
Dan's
fine.
getting pissed off.
Yeah, I know he is. I'll leave you with this. And now this is a major
Major keys. I don't like that.
Yeah, this is a major. Definitely could be discussed amongst everybody. All right, so you ready?
Mhm.
Top five right now. If the Earth ended tomorrow, top 5 NBA players of all time. And you
Top
don't-
5
you
of
don't
all
even- You don't
time.
even have to rank them. You don't have to rank them. I'm not even doing that. If
Top
you-
5 of all time.
Yeah, if you want me to
If the NBA stopped forever existing
right
now and have to give you a
don't have
top
to-
5.
You don't have to do. You don't have to rank them. You don't even rank them.
All right, I
If
got
you
it.
want me to go first, I can. But if you don't, no, whatever.
Yeah, go ahead.
I kind of put you on
Go
the
ahead.
spot there.
Go
I don't
ahead.
wanna- okay. I kind of put myself on the
Yes, you
spot.
did.
there.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
This is the new Donnie Becker.
Pipe down there, back there.
Yeah.
I think I said security for this show.
Yes, we do. I need a bruiser. All right, your top 5.
All right, top 5. I'd have to go in no particular order. Okay. I have to go Larry Bird. I have to go Magic Johnson. I have to go Michael Jordan, obviously. I have to go LeBron James and Kobe Bryant. And that sucks because
Don't hit it.
All right. I will go with Michael Jordan at number 1.
oh, you're ranking.
I will rank
No,
mine.
let me rank that. No. Let me rank.
Okay.
And I want to
All right.
re-rank. And I wanna
Okay. And you
Can
want
I
to
get a
rewrite?
restart? Can I
He
get
wants
a-
to read Mulligan.
I want to
Mulligan.
restart. I want to restart.
Mulligan.
I want a mulligan. Ranking?
I'm going to rank
No,
mine.
you rank yours, then you go.
All right. Okay. I'm going to rank mine. Number 1, I have Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
At number 2, I have LeBron James.
Okay.
At number 3, I have Bill Russell.
Good. Yeah.
At number 4,
Solid.
I have Larry Bird.
Absolutely.
And number 5, I have
Shocker. You got a shocker, don't you? You got a shocker.
Kevin Durant.
Whoa. Oh, my God. You heard it here first. You have Kevin Durant. You're 5.
You said if it ended right now, I have Kevin Durant in my 5.
Okay.
I have him over
Hey.
Shaq. I have him over Tim Duncan. I have him over a lot because of I put him there because of potential. You know what I mean? Just look at what he's done now, and he's 29 years old.
Yeah.
And
No.
the way athletes play now, he can probably play till he's 40. He is the one that can really challenge Kareem's scoring. So I scratch that, take out Wilt, put in Kareem. He is the one that can chase Kareem scoring.
You scrapped it?
I scrapped
scrapped
Wilt, and I can't believe
That's a
I
big
forgot about
scrap, by the
Cat.
way. That's a big scrap.
No, it's not. I can't believe it's a scrap that I forgot about
Yeah,
him.
I know.
Not a scrap who I scrapped.
Right.
But I forgot about Kareem. But you can't deny that he has an opportunity to go after his scoring title.
Wow, I really got to agree with a lot of that, except for the KD part, which I would definitely put him in the bottom 5.
I wanted to put Kobe. I'm a Mamba guy, but you know,
I mean, okay, so I guess I'm one of the guy on titles. So
I went position. I did a lot of position
you did a
play
lot of
there.
position. You did. Okay, so ranking wise. Okay, ranking wise. I mean, no doubt, I got to go. Phew, jeez, this is difficult. This is definitely debatable on every.
Oh,
person
it's
you put-
debatable.
Oh
Even
my
mine
God,
is
I mean,
debatable. It's completely
there's never going to
debatable.
be a conversation that ends on agreement in this kind.
No,
But
no.
the best part about for fans is it creates the conversation. You know what I mean?
That's the
the
key.
best part about it,
That's
right?
the key. Now, if you could have
especially
intelligent debates, then
tells
it
me
makes
that-
it great.
right? Different generations, right? So I would say number one, first and foremost, would have to be for me, would be Bill Russell. It would be
Before you go into that, why?
why? It would just be no contest
Why?
at the single.
Why?
Now, I don't really have too much intellectual knowledge to actually say that I witnessed or anything. I can only show what I've witnessed on TV
Mm-hmm.
or articles or whatever,
Or history.
or history. But I mean, if you don't believe history, then what are we doing?
Right.
But he went up to a single star that was unbelievably supreme and the same co-star to himself. I mean, they battle each other.
I mean, I like your argument. Yes, he has 11 championships, 10 as a player, 1 as a
Okay.
coach. I get that. You can go championships. I get that. A dominant figure, yes. He was,
Okay.
and I want to asterisk
Now,
Bill
hold on.
Russell for
Hold on.
one because
Hold on. I might have overseen it. See, the viewers out there are like, oh, Brad, shut the fuck up. Now, are you saying over successful? Are you saying like what are we judging on the our favorite, the most dominant, the most
no, just your top
face of the-
5.
top 5? Oh, top
You know, what I
five,
mean,
top-
just your who you think top 5.
here we go then.
I mean,
No,
I just asked because not too many
Oh, I
people
th- I
put
thought
Bill Russell
my,
up there,
my bad.
and the ones that do,
Yeah.
it's normally because of the championships. I think he was a key figure of those championships. But if you look at those Boston teams, that was a super team.
Well, then no big deal. No, this is no big deal on describing that. Then Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird. Man, I'm going 4 and 5 here. I'm going. Whew, boy.
Are you done yet, dude?
No, shut up. I'm going Hakeem the Dream.
Yes, I like that. I
Going
like
Hakeem
that.
the Dream. Even though the
Like
titles.
70% of the players now they go to game to learn footwork.
And then,
All right, deuces.
and then I'm going Bill Russell.
She likes. Never mind, Bill Russell. Yeah. I mean, it's hard to keep Bill out. I
It
mean,
really
he was a
is. It really is.
dominant player, but I think back in that era, the most dominant player in that era was God damn it, I just said his name. Wilt.
Well, the still.
But
Wilt the still.
Boston was winning all the championships because he had a better team.
Yeah, I know. Their combativeness though was awesome. I mean, obviously we didn't know we were running around then, but I mean, so okay.
I mean,
Yeah,
Shaq can be a top 5. I think he is the most dominant player to ever play
it's
the
hard to leave
game,
him out of there, isn't it?
but I don't think he's top 5
I don't think he is. That's what I ask you. That's what I asked you.
because I think he's third
That's
on the
where-
centers list.
to me,
he might
that's-
even be 4th.
That's what I agree.
Mhm.
That to me, that's where it gets interesting. So whether it's our favorite 5 or not, if you had to guess who the 5 to 10 of all
Sean
time.
Kemp, awesome.
Oh man, that guy was awesome. He was unstoppable. And
Awesome.
if you had to summarize 5 to 10, I mean that's got to be you're thinking about Charles Barkley. You're thinking about Sean Kemp. You're thinking
No, I'm not thinking about Sean Kemp in the top 10. I'm not thinking about Sean. I'm
you don't
not
think
thinking
Charles
about Sean.
Barkley's in the top 10.
I said Sean Kemp.
Charles
I don't.
Barkley.
I don't think Sean Kemp is in the top 20.
Okay, that's-
But I
Charles
do. Charles
Barkley's-
Barkley could be questionably top 10. Questionably top
That's what I
10
want to ask you. So
because
that's the
because I
thing
go
where-
off
see,
position.
Kobe's in the bottom 10.
Yeah, Kobe's in the bottom half of that 10
Yeah,
because I go off positions when I do
Right.
do the rankings.
right.
Because if you go to power forwards, then Charles Barkley tends to me to become like 5th or 6th because
My
you
cousin
got
Dan, he loved
because you
he's
got
bottom
Tim
10.
Duncan, you got
Tim
Carl
Duncan, God
Malone,
dang.
you got Moses Malone,
Yeah.
and then I think you coming around.
You can't
then
forget
you
about
start-
Isaiah Thomas.
But point guards, but I don't think he's all time great in all point guards. Me
You really don't?
personally, because then you
And
go
collegiate, yeah.
because then
not-
at the
not so
at the
much in,
point is at that point you bring in to all of those guys that play point that where stats didn't count.
See, now you got to count like what's Scottie Pippen in this thing?
Scottie Pippen is, I mean, he was top
He's probably
50,
not
but Scottie
top 10.
Pippen, Scottie Pippen's a small forward.
So think about
I
top-
think he's like
who's
4th, 5th
5
best
to
small
10?
forward.
Who's 5 to 10 of all these players? 5 to 10. I'm trying to think of that. 5 to 10 at all time. That's a tough.
Scottie Pippen to me, if you take Jordan out of Scottie Pippen's equation, I don't think he's as good as he ever and
Right.
as good as he ended up being. If you
Okay.
put him in any other
I'm
situation,
putting
just
Shaq.
put point blank. Michael Jordan leaves for 2 years, and was it 97 and 98? I think it was.
went to go play
He left
baseball.
for 2 years to go play terrible baseball.
Yeah.
Scottie Pippen at that point was the number 1 alpha on that team.
Right.
You could not get past Tony Kukoc on your own team.
No. They made
So
that clear
right
on
there takes him
Gold King.
completely out of top 10
Right.
for me.
What about Hakeem the Dream? Hakeem the Dream. What about Hakeem the Dream?
Hakeem, I think he's 3rd best at centers.
He's got to be.
I think he's 3rd best at centers.
Well,
I have Cap. I got Cap at number 1.
okay.
I got Wilt at number 2, and I
Ooh.
got Keem at number 3.
Cool.
Man, Akeem killed David Robinson. Killed him.
Hakeem the Dream was.
I got David Robinson probably at maybe 5 or 6.
Okay, as long as you got him up there, I'm happy.
Yeah, because I got Shaq above Robinson.
If you're doing 5 to 10, overall, 5 to 10 overall.
Man, this went so far away from football.
I know. You're right. If the
So
listeners
far
are
away
out,
from
I'm sorry
football.
for you, but I mean, this is the type of conversation that people have.
Well, hell, they didn't put their list up anyway.
Oh, they did. Let me see. Let me see what they got.
Only Dan did.
Oh.
Dan did. Dan did his list.
Yeah,
I
let
can't
me
laugh
see
at
what
him. I
he's
didn't
got.
do my list either.
Let me see what he's got.
I was watching the Ocho.
Don't tell me he's got Pistol Pete
But Pistol Pete is a quality pick.
No doubt about it.
Because if you put some of the numbers that he put up when they were not tracking certain stats, Pistol Pete goes up there.
Were they before assists?
Yes.
Yeah.
Before they start tracking assists,
before they
yes.
started down. Yeah.
Yes. There was no 3-point line. So just think if the league emblem.
Yeah.
Just think if you was
Oh,
counting the threes
speaking of that, you
when
just-
Jerry West was playing.
Bam. You just said it. 5 to 10. You got to put Jerry West in there.
I don't like
I mean, you
the
could.
I don't like the
As far as stats, you could.
because everybody is shooting that, and that's it. That's what the game's transition.
That's what
I
all
feel
things. Just
My-
and you can bitch about football the same way. When Bill Walsh
Man.
came in, it turned football into
I
a
wanna- I
passing
wanna-
game. It's the transformation of the game.
I
It's
wanna
the transformation
apologize.
of the game.
I want to apologize to the viewers out there because I had completely done this show a disservice. If you average a triple double, how am I
Commendable.
forgetting about the Big O?
Yeah, and that was
How am I forgetting
one.
about the Big O?
And that was one. He was right on one of my cusp of the top
5
five.
to 10. You got to put him
I
in
mean,
5 to 10. I
because-
think.
I mean, Russell Westbrook. Everybody's talking about
Right.
Russell Westbrook and this triple doubles, 3 seasons in a row where
Right,
you're average
right.
triple doubles. A
Right.
lot of those are your team letting you do things.
Right.
And then, but if you look at Oscar Robinson, if you break down his numbers, he
Right.
averaged a triple double for his career. If you break down
Not a
his
season, a
numbers
career.
before they even started tracking those things,
Yeah.
he averaged a triple double for his career.
Right down the street from Chris Paddock's down here.
So
Graduate.
So yeah.
Say it, Damon.
What?
Say it, Damon.
What? Knowledgeable. He's smart.
Bald.
Oh.
Bald.
Where's my button?
What? What the hell y'all doing?
Look at the big brain on Brad.
Thank
The
you.
Italian.
Thank you very much.
Brad the Italian.
All right,
Oh,
well,
I turned it down too far.
I'll get
Or
out
not
of
far
here.
enough.
I appreciate you guys having me on the show. Man, I could talk this all day. Dan,
Dan is going to charge you for your
I know.
airtime.
Yeah. So I appreciate it. So back to the bet though, before I get out of here. So Colts and Eagles bet. So just so we're clear here.
Yes, wife Reggie is
You're
top 10.
You're witness now. You're witness. So me and Dan have a bet. We have a bet. Oh yeah, we have a bet overall.
No, Reggie Miller. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
NFL.
Well,
bud.
top 10
NFL.
shooters. Top 10 shooters.
NFL overall. NFL overall. That we have a better over regular season record than his, and if and when I do win, that I get to come up here on the show
Again.
yeah, and I have
Shut up.
yeah.
So we can
I
finish.
guess I already won. So I have 10 minutes on the show. So viewers out there, if you liked it, then get out of here. If you do like it, tune in. If not, then I have to come on the show and what I have to do, Dan?
He's getting all close and shit. Look, he's
You have
backing
to
up.
act like an ass on the show if you lose. Oh, wait, if you win too, you can do that too. I mean, you know what? Because you just literally won the bet because you had your 10 minutes. It was fun to watch.
I always win. All right. Thanks, guys.
He says, thanks, guys. Well, thanks for coming out and hanging out. And I think your significant other left you. Yeah, I think your significant other left you. He was hanging out with the colored side of town too long.
He didn't offer me a shot.
So, Dan, give me your list.
On my what? On what list?
Your football list.
Oh, my football list. All right.
We got to talk about football at some
So-
point in time.
Here is the top 5. Let's start with tight ends. No particular order. George Kittle of the 49ers.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle Rudolph of the Vikings.
Mm-hmm.
Travis Kelce of the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
Zach Ertz from the Eagles.
Okay.
I mean, really? How do you deny
No,
that?
I didn't say anything.
Didn't
But go
think
ahead.
so.
Go ahead.
And I'm gonna put your boy in there. Was it McDonald? Isn't it McDonald? I'm gonna give him some love because I've had down Eric Ebron. But
yeah,
but
man.
but when you don't sign a kid's jersey that he's bringing, I don't care
You're out.
whose jersey it is. I don't care if it's Tom Brady's jersey. You sign it. You don't turn an 8-year-old down for a jersey saying he wasn't playing when I was in the league. So it's a kid.
Maybe that's the only jersey that he had.
Exactly.
Maybe it's the only jersey that he could afford.
Exactly. So that's why I didn't put Eric Ebron on there. What are you thinking? Give me your top 2.
Top 2?
I know, because you didn't do a list.
I didn't do it.
He didn't do
I
his
was
list,
watching the
folks.
Ocho,
He
man.
got stuck on
This
the Ocho
man-
all night.
This pizza dough competition was outstanding. Yes,
Wow.
yes. They had a pizza dough competition on the Ocho. If you could
Wow.
dodge a listen, I'm gonna
If
go
you could
back
dodge
to
a
the second.
wrench, you
The-
could dodge
in
a
the
ball.
in the emblem or in the picture of the Ocho, they have a wrench.
They do. They do. It's the 8 circle. It's the circles in the 8.
No,
right?
on the side of the
Oh,
emblem, there's
okay,
a
okay.
little wrench at the bottom.
You could dodge a wrench. You could
So
dodge a
that's
ball,
great.
folks. You got 2 of them over there, don't you?
Kelsey
Huh?
from Kansas City,
Yeah.
and I like you're not gonna like it, but I think he's gonna have a really good year.
Who?
Devin Funches.
He's not a tight end.
Devin
dude.
Funches is a tight end.
No, he ain't. No, he ain't. No, he ain't. Somebody please help me.
I don't know
out
what he
right
was
now.
because he was a tight end in Michigan. He was a tight end in Carolina.
I'm waiting for somebody to call you
Devin
out on that.
Funches.
Devin Funches is a wide receiver. Hold on, folks. He's looking at it. He's looking at the knowledged facts
I am.
that say
Oh, it
he's
says
a
he's a wide receiver.
a
They got him as a
wide receiver.
I will take that because he sure was a tight end in Michigan,
But
and he
he's not
was
now.
a tight end in Carolina.
But we don't care about that. No, he wasn't. No,
Yes,
he
was.
wasn't.
He was hurt damn near the whole time.
Oh my God, no.
All right, whatever.
Anyway,
All right,
so
because whatever the tight end award is in college, he won it before
Anyway,
his year. He left.
might have played he might have played tight end in college,
Jake Butt.
but he did not play tight end at least all the time or most of the time in Carolina. He was a wide receiver. Speaking of wide receivers,
Yes.
let's move to that segment. Best running backs last week. You relook our show up from last week, Daniel Wells. We did the oh come on. Come on. I seem to go blue now. Jeez.
It's my guy. We went to school together in Paris.
Right on. Right on. Check out last week's show. You'll see the running backs that we got. This week, wide receivers. Again, no particular order. I got DeAndre Hopkins. I got Julio Jones.
Number one.
I got Juju Smith-Schuster.
Yep.
Michael Thomas from the Saints.
Definitely.
Deshaun Jackson is back home in Philly, folks. He is going to be one of the biggest deep threats in the league. Shake your head all you want. I don't care.
I mean, you were just going to put him in there regardless.
Because he's an Eagle?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I'm telling you right now, that dude is going to have one of the best
I can name
seasons
5
of his-
receivers that are better than Deshaun Jackson.
Then name them.
Other than Julio Jones,
No, name
Larry
5.
Fitzgerald. I'll even put Odell Beckham ahead of him. I can't stand his trash ass. And I'll put Antonio Brown ahead of him. I'll put Amari Cooper ahead of him. I'll put Michael Williams ahead of him.
Why? Because his age?
No, it's just that
Because
I
he's
don't.
not good. You're telling me
I'm just
you're
thinking
telling
those
me
receivers
Deshaun
are
Jackson
better.
is not good.
I think those receivers are better.
No.
And one,
How?
I don't think Carson Wentz is going to getting the ball. Because for one, I think it was a bad move for them to get rid of Nick Foles because Carson Wentz cannot stay healthy. That is going to be your Achilles heel is your crappy ass quarterback.
Okay. Are you done? Shut up, Donnie Becker.
I mean, and yes, his age is going to come a factor in it too. I mean, I just don't see
Run
him
a streak.
being that.
Run a streak, catch the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
Got to get the
done deal.
ball to him.
He will. We got a hell of a line again.
All right.
All right. That's why
I
Madden.
guarantee
That's
you,
why Madden put us at number 1 overall, right?
Yeah, and that's why everybody
USA
on the
Today
curtain
is saying Philly's going to go to the Super Bowl.
All right, I guarantee you Philly doesn't go to the Super Bowl.
I'll guarantee you we got a better shot than your Steelers.
I never said the Steelers were going to the Super Bowl.
I didn't say you did. I'm just
I
telling
never
you.
said that they were going to the Super Bowl.
I'm saying we got a better shot than you do.
That's fine, but you're not going.
We might.
Not out of the NFC.
You saying the Saints?
I either say the Saints or the Rams. I even say
The Rams. The Rams are they are my Chiefs of last year. I'll just say that. I'm not going to give a lot of talk because we're going to do the conferences the next 2 weeks, and the NFC is going to be in 2 weeks. But I'm going to tell you right now, the Rams
active,
are
Daniel.
not,
Active.
What?
Not you. Talking to Daniel.
Oh.
Active.
You said Daniel.
I know.
You caught me off guard. Like,
But
when
you go by
call me
Dan.
Daniel, I go by the ass, folks. On screen and at home.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sorry. No. Shut up.
Yeah. You just have too much faith in Deshaun Jackson. There's
I
a
like
reason
him
why this
being
is like
back.
his 9th team.
No, it didn't.
I kind of exaggerated
Second.
for 9th. You got rid of him once, right?
And he went to Tampa Bay and he came back.
Yeah. All right.
I'm sorry, he was with Washington, so there's 3.
Mm.
Yeah. I forgot about that little stint. That was the Chip Kelly thing. That was the only reason we got rid of him is because of dumbass Chip Kelly. If Kelly wasn't our coach at that time, he got rid of McCoy, he got rid of Deshaun Jackson, we wouldn't have got rid of either one of them. So anyway, there you go. Cornerbacks. Yes.
Corner.
Cornerbacks, not quarterbacks. Cornerbacks. Patrick Peterson. Hands down, number one defensive back in the league. Cardinals.
Okay.
Stephon Gilmore of the Patriots. Kyle Fuller of the Bears. Marshawn Lattimore of the Saints. I will give Cowboys one right here with Byron Jones. I'm not even putting Ramsey in the top 5.
Ramsey's going to have a good year. He's the only one that I got in there. I'll probably take out.
'Cause that's the only one you remember because you didn't remember to do your damn list.
I mean, I remember.
No, the
I
Ocho
just didn't
took
do
over.
the list. The Ocho
The
did take
Ocho
over.
took over.
Hey, man, you cannot deny the beard competition.
Deny.
You
Folks.
cannot deny juggling dodgeball. Dude,
I'm
it's
sorry. The stupidest
dodgeball.
thing is chess boxing.
This is an awesome concept. So basically, what you do is you play 5 rounds. It's 11 round match or fight. You got 5 rounds of chess and you got 6 rounds of boxing.
That's ridiculous. That's so stupid. It's so stupid.
It is amazing.
Oh, what's the round? How long's the rounds?
3 minutes.
Each round is
Yeah,
3 minutes.
3 minutes.
So you play 3 rounds of chess and then you box for
You
3
minutes. You
Or
play
3
3 minutes of chess,
Hmm.
and you get penalized, and you can be disqualified if you stall time.
Stupid.
And you just think of all of you fighting and punching, and then you have to sit down and think.
And think. As your brain's sitting there going, woo.
My guy made the simplest move. He moved his knight.
Because that's all he could
He
do.
moved his knight up over, and the other guy just moved his pawn out the
Moved
way,
pawn,
and just queen was wide open. That's because you've been punched for 3
several
minutes.
times.
And you couldn't think.
Stupid.
He's like, he just gave up. Because when you lose your queen in
What
chess,
did he do?
he's like, he said,
No.
you lose your queen in chess, it's a wrap.
Well, that's because you don't know how to play chess.
I guess I do.
Oh, we're gonna play. You know
But
what?
yes,
We're
I
gonna
do.
play live on one of our shows, folks.
That's terrible.
That's terrible. But I wanna play. I will
But
give
yes,
up
I
my
do.
queen and beat you.
I have played chess since I was 8 years old.
Okay.
Not saying that I'm good, not saying that I'm bad, but I can hold my own.
I will
But
give
if
you my
you
queen.
want to play
What do you mean
somebody
if I want
in,
to?
if you want to play somebody in chess, then you need to play Julian.
What, you scared?
I will put money on him.
You
I don't
scared?
play.
Are you scared?
I don't play.
When's the last time I played?
I mean, I don't even own a chess board.
I don't either. Anymore.
So I'm not going to sit there and talk like I'm just going to get out here and just play chess. But if you want to play somebody or you want a challenge that you think you're that good, play him.
I'll tell you what, I'll put a challenge up on the board right now. If Julian wants to get beat on chess, put 5
Play
videos out on esports and whatnot within the next month, and then try to come play me.
Because I'm telling you, the guy is good. The best chess player that I have played personally was my stepfather, Dickie. He was a masterful chess player.
Okay.
And him and Julian played all the
out
time.
there?
That was one of the things that they did. That's one of the things that they did. They played chess all the time.
Yeah.
And it's
So Julian learned from Dickie.
he learned before that, but he learned how to really play.
Right. Strategically.
Playing with Dickie. And it's kind of a emotional, sad moment because the last time that they really interacted before he passed away, they were playing chess. And he got tired and couldn't finish the game. So Julian still has that picture that he took of the chessboard.
That's cool.
Of the last time that they played.
That's cool.
So
That's
if you want to play somebody, play him.
I'll play him. Only if he posts 5 videos in the next month on esports and whatnot. Julian, there's the shout. So it's 8:54. we got a little bit of time. Got about 5 more minutes. You all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Good, man. Hey,
I'm
hey, you good. You
I'm
good. You good. Our 1.5 fans are back, folks. We and
Yeah.
let's
Yeah.
yes, very good, Heather. Very good.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say this. We got a little time to kill. I'm gonna say
Not literally, but
no.
go ahead.
I
Too soon.
say that we make Donnie Becker a new no, you're Donnie Becker. Okay.
Okay, who the
He
hell
don't-
is Donnie Becker?
I was Donnie Baker, Brad Becker. Yeah, okay. Do you like him?
I enjoy Brad the Italian.
It's
I
the
enjoy-
nose, man. It's the nose.
I enjoy his conversation, his
He's pretty.
company.
He knows what he's talking about for the most part.
About the Pacers and the Colts. Once we
Yes.
step outside of Indianapolis, then we'll see.
Well, you can go to Reds. You can go to Cincinnati. You can go to South Bend up in Notre Dame. You could go to. Oh, that's about it. Done.
He's done.
But what do you think about bringing back Brad into the team as our little kind of
Liaison.
yeah,
Well, no,
like
no.
our local,
Like
our
our guests,
local
like
guest guy.
our
Donnie Baker,
our guest is not a guest.
our guest that's not a guest. There you go. I like.
He's
it.
a guest that's not a regular, but a regular that's not a guest.
Bam. Mic drop there, folks.
Hit the button.
No, not yet.
It's okay. I don't have anything else.
Okay, well, he is the one. I
no,
am.
no. We got to give them their whole 4 minutes.
Okay,
So who should we trash?
the Cowboys. We can trash the Cowboys all day long. if you
No,
want.
I'm gonna pass on the Cowboys. There's something. Ooh,
Ooh.
little. We're not gonna trash. Let me retract that. And for one, I am gonna go buy me some pool tickets. But anyway, we're not gonna trash them. But don't forget that the Little League World Series is playing right now.
Is it?
Yes.
Man, it's late, isn't it? I thought it
No,
was
it's
usually
this
in
time.
July.
It's this time every year.
I thought
It
was
has
usually in
not
July.
changed for the last
I
15
thought
years.
it was in July. That's all I'm saying.
So yes, the young ones, age I think it's what 11 and 12. Is that what it is? 11,
10
12
and 11.
for the Little
You got
League World
12, 13,
Series.
and you got 14.
You have the softball World Series and the Little League World Series. They're all playing right
What?
now. I think there's a couple championships.
No.
I think the United States regional championships are going on right now, and I think this weekend starts the whole tournament where the other countries are involved.
Okay. Okay.
So we got that coming up. So that's pretty exciting. Again, I did mention we do have the Pan Am games that are going on right now.
Yep.
The FIBA World Cup is in soccer. I mean, in soccer is in
Soccer.
September for basketball.
Oh, shoot.
Baseball is really high right now. I know.
Go Reds.
I posted something earlier about Mike Trout's numbers
With
at
Ken Griffey
28
Jr.?
with Ken Griffey.
I seen those, man. And
Wow.
you know what? You know what?
Wow.
That's hard for me. That was hard for me to swallow when I looked at them stats. I'm like, man.
Wow. See, that's what I was talking about earlier when we were talking about Cody Bellinger, Mike Trout, and Bruce Harper.
Bruce, yes.
He's
Yes,
talking about Bruce
we
Harper.
call him Bruce Harper on this show.
I mean, as of this season, I think obviously Cody Bellinger is playing the best.
number one.
But in the last 7, 8, 9 years, nobody's playing better than Mike Trout. And it sucks that he's on a team that can't get to the playoffs.
You know, I really
It's
thought
just he does
I
everything
really thought
that
he was going
can.
to Philly. I really thought he was going
I
to
thought
Philly.
he was leaving too.
Especially when
Bruce
Harper.
I thought
went to
because he's
Philly,
a
it's like,
Trout's a
bring them
Jersey
both.
kid, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a Philly fan. He's an Eagles fan.
Yeah,
He's
so
in front
I
row
just
at every Eagles game.
So I was just really surprised. I mean, it just sucks. I mean, because you get a hold of Albert Pujols when he's really not
No, you know what
relevant
sucks?
anymore.
You know what sucks? Is Joey Votto has been so loyal to the Reds team, and they have done shit for him.
And I feel that's how it's going to turn out for Mike Trout because you just signed that
What was it,
ridiculous
7 years?
It was 10.
You got 10 years?
10.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah,
a
he's done.
ridiculous contract.
I
You
don't
know what I'm
a
saying?
team could take that though. A team.
I
in
mean, a
baseball
team
could
can
take
pick it
that.
up. A team can pick it up. Are the Angels willing to let it go?
The Dodgers would jump on it in a heartbeat.
I mean, you obviously know the Yankees will be all over it.
Right.
And so with Boston, they spend money too.
Who?
So Boston.
There you go.
So they spend money too. So I mean, I was just amazed by this man's numbers because King Griffey Jr.'s numbers at 28
phenomenal.
were just ridiculous.
My favorite
Even as
player of all
great as
time.
Alex Rodriguez was
King
when he
Griffey.
was a kid, he was not King Griffey.
No.
Mike
And he
Trout's
never
numbers
juiced.
was King Griffey.
King Griffey Jr. never juiced.
Never juiced.
Never juiced.
Never juiced.
Nope.
Never juiced.
Nope.
Ever.
Do you think he did?
And ever. No.
No.
Never. Because his daddy, there would been no way
Daddy
he'd
would
have
have
done
whooped
it.
his ass.
And then, but I've seen a lot of baseball swings in my lifetime. I've seen a lot of great looking swings. But the best swing that I've ever seen in baseball
King Griffey.
belongs to King Griffey Jr.
Boom.
I mean, he had velocity angle before they was even tracking velocity angle.
Oh man, he was my favorite player of all time.
I mean, King Griffey, and he was the first baseball player with a Nike contract.
Yep.
His was before Dion's.
Yes, it was.
Because Dion's was technically
Football.
a cross trainer
Yes.
shoe.
Yes, it's true. Look at him. Look at the big brain on Damon.
Doesn't sound the same.
It doesn't. All
But
right,
there we go.
folks.
There we have it.
He is the one.
I am.
I am the ass.
He is.
We are Black and White Sports, and
We
this
are.
is Wednesday Night Live from Stadium Tavern, 802 Southwest Street in Indianapolis.
Don't forget to come down
Live.
here and get some of these hot specials.
Oh man, peel and eat shrimp.
Yes. Pizza fries are
Wednesday,
amazing.
pizza fries are awesome. The mac and cheese bites are phenomenal, folks.
Hot wings are great. I'm going to get me some.
And what do we do every Wednesday?
We keep it gosh darn sporty.
Pew pew.
And I'd like for you to hit the button now because I want some chicken wings.
Hitting the button.